How's it going, guys? This is the Optical Tailor here, and our client, Hemant. Hemant flew in all the way from Atlanta specifically to come to us for his eyewear. And first of all, I have to say thank you very much.
Thank you for
having me. It's such a pleasure to have you here. It blows my mind as a relatively young company. We've only been doing this for a short time. It'll be 2 years in January that we managed to get guys like yourself just coming from all over to visit us for eyewear. And oftentimes our own clients will ask, like, how do you get these guys to come in, or how did they find you? So how was it that you discovered us?
So I had relatively recently gotten into eyewear. And then in my search for people who kind of worked with high-end brands, who did custom tints or custom lenses, I had seen you recommended multiple times on Reddit and YouTube. And so I reached out to you. We had an online consultation, incredibly helpful and knowledgeable, and then I placed my order.
Thank you. And a bit about yourself. So we always say, Dita's tagline is a category of one. Our tagline is for the select few, and we truly are for the select few. And all of our clients, you guys are the select few. And it's only the select few that would jump on a flight to come here to Canada, to Toronto. Well, Streetsville, I should say, because you're staying in Toronto. He's at the W down in Yorkville, and it's quite a trek even from Toronto to come here. And you're going to laugh at this. A lot of people even find it hard to come from like half an hour, 20 minutes away. They're like, oh, it's a drive, or I live in Brampton, or I'm in Toronto. And here we have clients such as yourself. We had a couple days ago Tyler, who drove from Chicago, coming to see us. It's just, it blows my mind. And I'm so thankful and grateful for you guys for truly being the select few and allowing us to do what we do. And a bit about yourself. What's your background as a profession? So Hemant, you're a surgeon, a urology.
I am a urologist. I work in Atlanta at a private practice. So my work is a mix between clinic, seeing patients, and operating.
And the funny thing is, Hemant, he actually had mentioned to me that his eye health was starting to suffer because you were always in contacts.
In residency, I wore contacts essentially around the clock. On occasion, I would fall asleep with them on, and when I saw an optician for an updated eye exam, she had mentioned that my eyes had developed a hypoxia and my vision was worsening. And though I reacted with exclusively transitioning to glasses, and once I had a repeat exam where my vision had improved significantly, they essentially have become all that I wear.
And that led into us just looking for some of the best glasses you could find. So for those of you who are always wearing contacts, give your eyes a break sometimes. And I remember him saying to me, he's like, my eyes are my profession. He's like, if I don't have good vision as a surgeon, he's like, I can't do what I do. And going to that, we're going to do a fit check eyeglasses here. Hemant's wearing the Masunaga, the Kenzo Aster, and I've got the Dita Mach 6 limited edition. Hemant's also a watch guy. We all of our eyewear guys, we all love watches. Mm-hmm. I've got the Santos Large. You're wearing an Omega, I think?
Yeah, the Speedmaster 57.
The 57 burgundy dial.
Yeah.
Favorite color. Yeah. He was actually mentioning, he's like, I love your colors, the greens and the burgundies.
Yeah.
That's actually the color that I like. So I saw that at the Omega boutique on the way to when we were going to England, and I actually sent one of my buddies a picture. He's a big Omega fan.
Okay.
As well.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Love the burgundy.
Absolutely.
So I haven't showed him on his eyewear yet. Obviously, he knows what he ordered or what's underneath here. Should we go one by one, or should we just unveil them all?
Let's do one by one.
Okay, let's do one.
It'll add to the suspense.
So we'll go.
Okay. Wow. Oh, I'm excited. Can I?
Yeah, of course. They're yours. This is the Olem New York in Champagne. And this is a frame I specifically went and picked up from Olem in Paris.
Such a peaceful, soothing vision of the world.
So this one we've done an extra active brown with the amber gradient, and you've got the gold flash on that as well.
Yes.
How's the vision?
It is so clear. Like even the periphery, like the edges of the
Edge to
vision
edge.
is remarkably clear. There's no fuzziness or haziness in the periphery.
So we've done our
Yeah.
universe focus
It's
lens,
great. I love it.
which is our top of the line single vision lens from Volcane. And here, you can have a look at yourself.
Oh, the sizing is this looks great. I'm very happy with it.
And this is one that he actually picked out for himself. He's like, "What do you think about this frame for me?" I was like, "It's a great choice." And sure enough, I said, "I'm going to be in Paris. Why not go straight to the source?" And actually getting these frames for you, it led us to meeting Olem herself, which was a great pleasure. And I've got something to show you here. The case of this frame, as the case is very unique
Oh,
itself. So you can
Okay.
go ahead and unpack that.
great color. Great color.
He loves the British racing green or the forest greens. So we actually had the case customized for you.
Oh, that's so. Thank you. Thank you. That's lovely.
So we got the Dr. HC
Okay.
and the Optical. And this stamp actually is
Uh-huh.
the location of the store.
Okay.
So it's number 9, Rue de Dragon in Saint-Germain, Paris.
Okay.
And if you go to any Olem boutiques in the world,
Uh-huh.
and they are actually planning on opening, I believe it was another 6 to 9 boutiques Olem had mentioned in Europe.
Mhm.
You can take your case into the boutique and they will stamp the location.
Like a
for you.
passport. That's so cool.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll show that to we'll put that up for the
course.
camera here. So we have it customized, Dr. HC with the Optical Tailor and the stamp from the boutique.
Thank you.
So that's an extra little custom
Okay. Okay.
customization that we wanted to do for you.
Thank you. That's lovely.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna move these to the side then.
We'll go
Here.
to the next pair. Yeah, that's great.
Very different than my
Here,
Usual
we'll
pairs.
put that right here. Perfect. So this one here is a Makita Imba with the sapphire gradient transitions. And the arms just click right out.
I've never seen or experienced hinges like these. It's so light.
Super lightweight, very durable. Surgical stainless steel, so I mean, you're a surgeon, you would know.
It does not feel like I'm wearing
Entirely
glasses.
hypoallergenic.
Like I would have to double check, aside from like the touch points,
Mhm.
that I'm wearing anything.
Yeah,
It's so light.
that's a great color too.
I like
It's a
it.
totally different look from the Olem.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is,
Just
all
so
of these frames. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just taken aback by.
The lightweight. Makita is a great brand. They're made in Berlin. Some of the lightest frames you can get. The durability is off the charts, and they require very little servicing.
I got this as my kind of like. I'll put this in my bag, and God forbid anything happens to my other pairs. But if something breaks, if something is damaged, I'll just.
They actually travel very well because like they are so
Mhm.
thin, and the way they're designed, if they kind of get pressed a little bit, they're
Yeah.
not a rigid frame. They do very well for traveling. That's a really cool look.
Yeah,
I actually had someone
uh-huh.
message me. They're like, I really like the sapphire lens that I did in that frame. So the sapphire, it's very soothing on the eye.
hmm
It cuts out a lot of like the LEDs and just like overhead yellow lights. Like if you're in an environment where there's a lot of lights, it really does soothe the eye.
Yeah, I've normally strayed towards warmer tones, golds, or like ambers or reds, but this look is very distinctive.
Especially
I like it
with
a
the
lot.
silver. It's a
Yeah.
great choice.
Absolutely, thank you.
And I was going to say, even this collection that we did for Hemant, it's essentially mostly double bridges, other than the Olem, which is a single bridge, but double bridge navigators. And even myself, 90% of my collection is double bridge navigators. And it's one of those things, even in a collection, it's not that everything has to be entirely different. You often find what you like, and then it's different variations within that type of style. So the next one up is the Taka with our custom pistachio tint. And again, it's a double bridge, but a totally different shape from any of the others.
This goes on so smoothly. I like that. I like that.
That one's entirely different.
Yeah,
from
completely
anything
different
else.
vibe. It has this like horizontal sweep.
Yes, that's
that
what I
is
like
different
about
than-
this shape. So the Toby, unlike the Taka or the Misago, it's not straight across the bottom. So for those of us who have higher cheekbones, or if you have a rounder face, it gives you a bit more angularity.
Mhm.
Whereas sometimes the Taka and the Misago, they can sit down a bit. Or if you have like a traditional teardrop aviator, it can very much kind of give you that droopy look. With this, it's even compared to your Taka, I think like that's a great.
Yeah, I prefer this shape. I like the Taka as well, but I do think it sits low enough on my face that it has like it looks less well suited to being optical versus a sunglasses
yeah.
on me.
Whereas this one, I think it does great
Mhm.
as an optical.
Yes.
Well, it's a
this is
tinted.
great.
It's a
Yeah.
tinted frame. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it almost has that sunglass vibe, but it's like you feel like you can kind of wear it even now in this type of an indoor setting.
Yeah,
It's
I like this one a lot. I like all of them a lot.
Yeah.
It's
and that
I
tint
can't-
is really cool.
Yeah, I've never. It's I don't have a favorite. I like them. They all seem so beautiful.
And last but not least, I mean the showstopper, the Epi Luxury. Haman's also a guy, he does prefer rose gold, similar to me, over yellow gold, and that is why we specifically did this one in the rose.
Completely different feel. Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the look, like
Yeah, it's very much like I would wear this as more like a statement piece.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
That one looks sharp too.
Yeah.
Even with what you're wearing right now, actually, like it looks great. It's not over the top.
Mhm.
It's not something you necessarily need to dress up, but it's a very sharp looking frame.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with it.
Well, thank you so much. And for those of you who would like to get in touch with us for a styling consultation, no matter where you are, if you're in North America, Canada, or the US, we'd be happy to have you come in. If you guys are international and can't make it in, we'll always be happy to accommodate you on a video consultation. That's actually what we did at first.
Absolutely.
I think we had 2 consultations, I believe.
Yes, and then
And
multiple back
just back and
emails.
forth. And I think we did a pretty good job styling him on remotely. And he was, of course, able to share his collection with me. And he's brought a few other frames. I've actually got I've got 2 other frames for you as well.
Mhm.
And we might as well unpack those, I guess, while we're here.
Yeah, we can do that.
So we've got the other 2 all lens here, and I'll
Thank
have you
you.
go ahead and unpack them.
I'll start with this one.
We'll be deciding on the lenses today. As you guys all know, we do insane tints and lenses here at the Optical Tailor. Through our Novacell Volcane range, we've got over 350 tint options, and we actually have all our tint samples in-house. And we'll be selecting some tints with Hemant shortly. So these ones we're just trying on for you guys, because even these we essentially picked them blind. We styled you just over a video call.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Rue Bosquet. I might be saying it wrong.
Put this. Actually, we'll give this to you.
The Rue Bosquet. Sorry, my French isn't up to par.
The faceting on the acetate.
Yes,
I
that's.
don't know if it'll come across on camera, but I've never had.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It's almost like a sword. You
Yeah.
know when a sword has a fuller running down the center, and
Yeah.
like the way it's beveled, it's beautiful faceting on the temples.
Even the bridge has faceting.
And I love the combination of the matte and the gloss. It's a beautiful collection, the All-M collection. So even that one, it actually looks great. That's like, that makes me think like Dr. Hamad.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, thank you.
The other ones are kind of like cool. You're like the cool
Yeah,
doctor.
this is a bit
like,
more neutral, a bit more
this is like, yeah,
understated.
doctor.
Thank you.
Wear with the lab coat and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
And this is the thing about a collection, guys. You can't just have one pair of glasses that is your look every day, day in and day out. You know, it's like you need a little bit of diversity. So I always say we don't just wear one pair of shoes. We have different pairs of shoes for different occasions. You know, I don't just have one blazer. We don't just have, you know, one set pants or like one shirt. And with eyewear, it's one of the accessories where if you go open your closet, out of your belts, your shoes, any clothing that you have, there's probably nothing as intimate or anything that you wear on a daily basis for 8 to 10, 12 hours a day. So it's our eyewear, especially if you have one pair of glasses. Think about it. You probably don't have a single other piece of clothing in your wardrobe that you're just wearing all the time. And that's why even with our eyewear, we do need to have a little bit of diversity and change, because even some days you're just in a different mood. You want to dress in a different style. And the Epi Luxury to the Olem to the Makita to this one here, it's an entirely different style. And diversity is important, not only in our clothing, but also in our optical collections as well. So the next one is the Triumph. And again, the way they've done the cases, like even just them sitting there, like it's
You're
amazing.
pronouncing these much more effectively than I would. Put this here.
I'm so glad, you know, to have you actually come in and to be able to do this on video, because even for those of you who are watching us from all over the world, it's one of those things where very rarely do you get this opportunity to present this type of eyewear and this value of eyewear in such an intimate setting. And that's why here at the Optical Tailor, we work by appointment only, because when we're with a client, that time is dedicated to that client. We don't just, you know, go based on, now I have someone walking in, I have to go deal with them. It's that, see? Yeah, that's totally different too.
Yeah, I really like for the metal frames that we've done, it's
Fit on that is
the angular shapes, which I
the angular geometric shape, like and this is very studious. Like again, this seems very
and for
professional, like in your line of work.
For the acetate, I think I prefer like maybe a rounder silhouette with faceting, but for the metal, I really like the angles.
The angles, yeah. And this is actually such a unique shape. The Triumph. It's, I don't even know how I would describe it, because it is geometric pattern and
like a shield. I don't know how to describe this either.
Yeah, it's just, I've never actually seen a frame like that.
I very much like it.
And even here at the Optical Tailor, we really only carry brands that we have some sort of a connection or a relationship with. And meeting Olem at her boutique, she's one of the most humble people I've ever met in the industry. And sharing our story with her, how we started less than 2 years ago, and how she started her brand, it was just, you know, we just totally connected. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, I've always had my eye on this brand, but now it is something that we will be bringing in, because it has a story. And it's, even within our collection of eyewear, this collection in itself is totally unique. Now we'll be showcasing his glasses with the transitions fully activated. And here we've got the Olem with the transitions extra active brown with the gold flash. And that,
it's so cool.
and that flash is one of those things that's it's a slippery slope with flash coating sometimes. And obviously Hemant here, he has a vast collection that we've done for him, and we'll be doing a few more pairs of glasses. But flash, it's not one of those things you would want in every setting. And as you mentioned in your profession, it's not something you would want to wear in clinic. But if it's something that, you know, you just want to wear, like, look at that, that does look really cool.
Yeah.
Like, see, it looks really cool. And when you want to style a bit or you want something different, it's a great look.
Yeah.
But even when they're unactivated, you still have that reflectiveness with a flash coating, because essentially it is a mirror coating. And that's, like, as you were saying, you know, if you're with your patients or whatnot, it's a little distracting. So if you have multiple pairs, sure, we always say, you know, let's do something that's a little different. Let's go with a flash coating. But If it's going to be a day-to-day pair, depending on your profession, if you're on camera a lot, it can be a little bit distracting. But in this case, we're going for the cool look.
Yeah,
and it's definitely a 10 out of 10.
I like it a lot.
Even though the frame, it's a smaller frame, it's not on the heavier side of things. The lens just is talking.
Yeah.
And
such an interesting shape. I think both of the metal all lamps, even the acetate one is. I don't have a way of describing the shape, but it's...
Me neither. It's just totally different.
Yeah. Huge.
I mean, you would call it like a single bridge navigator, but it's not really even a it's just... And that's what I love about the brand. If I can't describe it, but it looks great, I mean, it's, it's something different. And what we do here is different and unique. The second one we have here for you is the Makita Imba with the sapphire transitions. And that silver with that blue, it's a beautiful look.
Clear? Oh, it's changing back so quickly, yeah.
It's very quick.
Still getting used to these hinges.
It clicks, yeah.
Such a cool, calming. Yeah.
It's actually a very calming blue. I find with the Photo Fusion blue, for example, from Zeiss, it's a very blue lens, like everything looks blue. Whereas the Transitions Gen S Sapphire, it's a very nice, almost like a blue-gray when you're looking out of it. Mm-hmm. And it's still very neutral, like it doesn't just make everything...
Just cuts the overtones, the harsh lights down.
Yeah, but everything still looks fairly neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And even that, like with the transitions activated, it's a great...
Yeah,
it's a really great looking lens. How's the vision been with all the... I mean, you've tried a few different glasses on. They're all...
I cannot think of anything to complain about. They've been fantastic.
That's all. Yeah. What I really liked is that he said even the side-to-side, the peripheral vision. And what people don't realize is even with single vision lenses, you can always get some peripheral distortion, especially if you have a higher prescription or you're not wearing a quality lens, or if the lens actually isn't centered properly. So for you to say that, even edge to edge, the clarity is really good on...
Yeah, on all of them. I can like look out from the corner of my eyes. There's no hazing. There's no losing focus. It's just like a panoramic view.
And this is our Universe Volcane. Universe focus lens. And then the final lens we have here, now that's the showstopper. The rose gold, and in the light you can actually see.
This is yes, wow.
And that's when you're really wanting to. You're definitely not wearing this in clinic.
No, I don't think this is. I don't think this would be a clinic pair.
No, definitely not. This is when you're out styling.
Yeah. I like not as versatile, but definitely like.
This is for when you're going to an event.
Yeah.
Or you're out and about on the weekend. Mm-hmm. And you just want to make a statement. And the thing with eyewear is you can be dressed as you normally would, but you put on something like that and it's just like, wow, what are those? Mm-hmm. And especially with that lens, I think this
was great. You kind of dictated this choice.
Well,
that's fantastic.
He really wanted something rose gold, mm-hmm. and he wanted something that was just totally unique. And there's, nothing as unique as Adidas Epi Luxury. And I'm going to go back to when you said, when you put them on, they almost feel like a piece of engineering. He described it as, when you close the door on a Mercedes or a BMW, you get that heavy thunk. That is the feel you get from an Epi Luxury. They truly are engineered to a different level. And it's one of those things where even myself, having worn an Epi Luxury, I was like, wow, this is different from anything I've ever worn.
Yeah, you can feel it a little bit when you just a little bit of the heft, but also the way the hinges open. There's a weight to them.
There's a weight to it. And the balance overall, though, when you put them on.
And the way they just come on and kind of lock into place it feels like engineering.
And these ones also come with the hook temples, or the cable temples, sorry, I should say, which are essentially hooked. And I'll showcase those to you as well, and just show you how to swap them on and off. But overall, it was one of those things where we really wanted to showcase this on video, him being presented his collection, because everything was similar in style, but totally different at the same time, especially with the variation of lenses. And we have a couple frames that he brought us. Would you like to maybe share a few that you might be...
Yeah, of course. I think we briefly touched on this one.
This is the Masunaga Astra. It's a beautiful classic frame with a green to a rose gradient. Yeah, like a rose blush.
This is the JMM Arshile. I don't know the colorway. Platinum, maybe?
So we'll be relensing this potentially.
Mm-hmm. And then...
This is a cool frame as well. It's nice.
My previous studious frame, my previous clinic frame that was understated is actually a Metsuda.
That's the one you were wearing when I first met you.
This is probably my first titanium frame. It is light enough where I am terrified that I will break it. But it's like the finishing is beautiful.
Like with these guys, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Makita, I know like it feels, but
like I'm sure this is rugged, but I am
it feels fragile.
Yeah, I love the shape though. In appearance, I still really like this frame, and I don't know the term for this bridge, but I don't have another frame like this.
That's called, well, essentially that is pretty much a saddle bridge on a metal frame.
Yeah,
because it sits down and saddles your nose without the nose pads.
So I use this in clinic when talking to patients. It's just very like clean.
Well, that is a very, like you said, a studious, professional looking type of frame.
But yeah.
So despite having gotten 4 new frames, 2 that we'll be selecting lenses for, Himon still has quite a vast collection. It was only recently that he got into eyewear. So as I said, it's one of those things where don't limit yourself to 1 or 2 pairs. On average, we always say at least 3 pairs, 2 pairs to change on a daily, and a pair of sunglasses is what you should have. And majority of our clients, 5 is like typically the bare minimum. And we have clients upwards of 40, 50, 60 pairs of eyewear. So thank you. And again, I really appreciate you making the journey all the way up from Atlanta to see us. And we're just getting started on your eyewear journey, and we'll be more than happy to help you in the future. And it's one of those things where you really got to experience the Optical Tailor experience, because as much as we try to do online, sometimes that in-store experience, it just is totally different. And thank you.
Thank you for having me
so much. Thank you.
It was nothing but a pleasure working with you.
Thank you, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Take care.
Bye-bye.